What's up, Jason? Quick. All right, I just got a demo of my top operation with the Del Sol. We're getting ready to break up here in Salt Lake. I'm gonna head to northern Utah, but I'm super thrilled with this little green machine and gonna have some fun with it this weekend. Hey there, it is a beautiful Thursday in northern Utah. I'm on a little road just off of what is known as Logan Canyon, Highway 89. So we're up at between, I would think probably between 5,000 and 6,000 feet elevation. And it's beautiful up here, a little bit overcast, but a couple of Honda Roadsters behind me. We've got a 1993 Del Sol SI as well as a Honda S2000. And we're just tearing up the hills, doing a little bit of fun, action-packed backroads exploration in these cars, and we'll take you along for the ride. This is, of course, the 93 Samba Green Del Sol SI, Civic Del Sol SI. Ryan, this is a model year, what? 2001 Honda S2000. That shows very well for having 156,000 miles on it.
Needs a little love, but it's doing all right.
Looks good to me. All right, we're gonna roll back down the canyon. This is a whole different driving experience here in the S2000, but gotta love that open air feel. I'm in Kingman, Arizona, only about 3 hours away from Phoenix now. It's been a really smooth ride in the 93 Del Sol SI. I gotta hand it to this little pocket rocket because it's more fun than I ever thought it would be for having only 125 horsepower. Only have about 200 miles left to go. Just rolled 88,000 on the odometer about a half an hour ago. Finally, the sun went down out here. It's a little more tolerable. I'm actually gonna go ahead and pull the top off the Del Sol. I only have about 70 or so maybe miles left till I get back to Phoenix. Gonna give this little Del Sol its first bath in Phoenix. Picked up a few bugs on the 800 or 900 miles I put on it. So here we go. I look and feel like a mess because I've been working outside all day and it's already summer in Phoenix, but I'm gonna show you how the Del Sol turned out after just a quick wash. Honestly, I've done very little to this car so far. It was extremely well maintained its entire life by one owner up in Wyoming and Utah. So 88,000 miles. The car looks pretty much as you would expect it to for that low of miles. So I'll do a quick walk around here outside and show you what it's looking like so far. So it passed Arizona emissions with flying colors yesterday. It really didn't come as any surprise to anybody. It's achieving really good MPGs. This car only has, like I've mentioned, 125 horsepower, so it's not the fastest thing on the road, but I think it does deliver in grin factor where it might not deliver in sheer speed. I do believe these black side moldings to be aftermarket. However, they're pretty well fastened on there. I don't really want to mess with it too much, just because there is possibility that the paint underneath could be faded or otherwise. Haven't even done anything with the interior yet. It needs a vacuum and kind of just some overall dressing of the console and other interior finishes. I do plan to go over the car with a pretty good series of hand wax products just to bring out that extra shine. It's going to be covered and garaged here in Phoenix, but the sun is still pretty brutal here and I want to protect this thing as best I can. through these next few months, just for whenever I do happen to have it out. I think this may be a common Del Sol issue as far as the delamination of the door panels. I remember my dad's 95 Integra doing the exact same thing. This is kind of clever. The radio is hidden behind a little door there that swings down, so I guess when you have the top off and you park it, it doesn't look like there's much of an invitation for theft there. Not that anybody these days really wants a cassette tape player. It's got really good AC, which I'm grateful for. That was one thing I definitely checked right off the bat. 88,287 on it now. I do have it scheduled for an oil change tomorrow just down the street at Showcase Honda. Oh, this is worth mentioning. So let me turn the air off so you can hear me. There is a logbook in here that this gentleman kept all the way back to when this car was brand new. So bear with me here as I go to the first couple pages. This is more attention to detail than I think I've ever seen in any car I've ever owned. And notice here, mileage 224, 3.1 gallons, $3.75. That was cheap gas. Look at the date on that, November 27th, 1992. Sorry, my hands are dirty again. I've been working in the garage, but it goes all the way up 14 pages later. These are my entries. I don't know how this happened, but I actually got 43.7 mpg over the course of a couple hundred miles on the way back from Utah this past weekend. So again, super economical little car, and I love it when there's maintenance records and fuel records like that to accompany a vehicle that I purchased. I have to show the rest of this demo real quick. So this top is actually a pretty innovative little mechanism. I've already taken it off the car. It is a one-person job. It's not super heavy. There's basically two latches on either side of the inside, and then it goes in back here in the trunk on this little tray. And then it'll latch in to place if I get it centered here. Somewhere. Anyway, I can only do this with one hand because I'm filming. But the cool thing is there's a little lever down here, and you grab it and pull up. Check that out. You still have your entire trunk space underneath there, even with the top stowed. I say that's pretty darn slick, and Honda definitely was thinking ahead in terms of storage capacity and really efficient use of space when they designed that. I know that in Japan there was actually a fully automated version of this called the Trans Top that would do all of that with a push of a couple buttons, but really it's not a difficult thing. Definitely something that I think most anybody could figure out. I'll go ahead and show you real quick one of my favorite cute little features. This back window actually goes down too. Love it. All right, time for a little nighttime cruise here.